Oh, what's going on, everybody? Long time no see. It's that Mr. Tagalong here. Well, I figured to go and put this in the preamble of this. I know that this video is going to be very long. This video is going to have very little editing besides one spot that I can think of off the top of my head. And obviously adding in the intro and outro stuff. Um, the main reason why I have to do this piece here is due to the fact that I forgot to turn on a piece of my recording software that resulted in the game audio not being turned on because of one little checkbox. So, it is mostly me talking in this one. I already got it corrected for the next one because I realized it when I listened back to it. So, yeah. Otherwise, this video for this specific series will be staying on this just for a little bit until some of the other maps come out and some more mods come out. I've already been fiddling around with a couple of the FS22 mods that I have to see about bringing them in, and one of them seems actually very promising, but I gotta tinker a little bit more here and there to get everything kind of sorted out. So, until then, and until that other stuff comes out, we will kind of tinker around with this for a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Farm Sim 25. It's been a long wait. I decided to go a different route with this than streaming today because of the simple fact of there is something that is going on that I will actually have to leave what would be mid-recording. So, what I am going to do is I'm just going to start this as a standard series. We're going to go through, we're going to go and start on the American base map that they have, and we're going to see how far we can get while we wait for more mods to get into the system. They have a few mods that I noticed right out the gate, which fantastic. I absolutely love seeing that. Makes things work a little easier. So, the game plan is I'm going to go through Riverbend Springs. We're doing it as farm manager with a $250,000 startup with a $250,000 loan. Hard economy with the starting farm. So the plan is here, eventually, that little Agco Alice I actually want to get. That's way down the line, though. So, let's get this started. And I'm just now noticing that circling the corner is a little off, so I'll have to mess with the resolution a little bit more when I have a little bit more time. But I'm very excited. I do plan to still do the Asian map, and that one's strictly going to be stream only. So I figured this is at least. I kind of came in and was messing around with things, making sure controls work properly earlier. So, everything I've noticed so far, I don't know if any of you guys are playing it or not or whatnot. Let me make sure I change one other thing. We're putting that 2 days per month. Seasons. Make sure periodic plowing's on. And just make sure everything else is the settings that I want. Give me 1 second here. Boom. Good. So, I mean, starting farm on this map's not bad at all. Looks like chicken coop over here to the left-hand side. Got the little trailer. I seen this earlier, and I was so excited about this. This is a little tugboat. Beautiful little tugboat. Little disappointed we can't do nothing with it, but is what it is. I did not notice this though until just now. You actually have a little frickin' farmer's market table outside of your frickin' farm. That's actually kind of nice. I did see that we have a Challenger and a John Deere. John Deere, I'm reserving my comment on that. I'm personally not a fan. At least the older ones I'm a little more forgiving on. The newer ones I'm not. That Challenger's kind of nice, though. Have that little cedar in back, and then we have, what was that, a Massey Ferguson that I've seen over here? Something like that? Yeah, I got a Massey Ferguson over here. So, it looks like, with what I can see on the map here, we not only own our little plot here for where our main farm is, we own plots 2, 3, 4, and 5. And with what I can tell, looks like we got wheat on 3, barley on 2, got soybeans on 5. No, that don't. No, that looks like canola on 5. Okay. And then 4 looks like it's bare. Yeah, 4 is bare. So game plan is, especially with the fact that we're not starting with a whole lot of money, we're going to go through and actually sell these livestock for now. Also seen that they brought back the used vehicle sales. I absolutely love the fact that we have that. But let's say, yeah. I have 3 of them that are 50 months old at $1,000 a piece. I hate saying we have no reason for them right now, but we really don't. Make sure that we don't have, like, fucking chickens laying in wait, or... Okay. We don't have any chickens laying in wait. I just don't want any surprises out the gate of odd stuff that I'm not expecting, and I have quite a bit of room for storage here, for what I'm noticing. And it also looks like maybe we can get up top? Maybe. I haven't really, like, ventured around much, so this is all new, like, information for myself coming through on this. Got a nice little space up here. Don't know how much we're going to be able to actually use that. The piece that I'm curious on is this here. Well, I mean, that room's interesting. I'm not going to get into that. Well, I get a feeling this is a puzzle here. At the moment, I'm trying to reteach myself the controls here. Almost looks like there's gonna be a frickin' collectible somewhere down this way. Would make no sense for them to add a little maze in like that for no reason. Oop. Apparently ladders are still a semi-functioning thing here. Unless we're supposed to be collecting that little hat there. I don't think that's it, though. It's interesting. A little maze up here. That's, it's interesting. Especially with nothing being over here. That's kind of odd. Huh. Maybe I'll figure this out later. Getting kinda... Scarecrow. Getting a little distracted from the goal here. Looks like they've added in a lot of stuff and they've done a lot of work. This is coming from someone, I'm just gonna say, I am nowhere near even possible to be an affiliate as it is to begin with. I feel like, especially, I mean, I'm running Ultra Graphics on a 2070 Ti right now. With a little bit of upgraded RAM and small petrol tank. What? Got a... Oh! Got a gas tank out here. Nice. Sorry, I digress. But given the fact that, I mean, I'm very critical. I like seeing good quality graphics on a game. That, you know, it actually looks good. And this looks good. They have made some drastic improvements. I can tell that already. I mean, I very much kept myself kind of sheltered, for the most part, from the general gameplay, besides the couple little pieces that came out from DJ Goham, Clutch Simulations, and someone that I've looked up to for a while, Farmer Cop. You know, I've kind of looked at their general stuff from the, stuff they're allowed to post. So I kind of have some general idea, but not a whole lot. Oh, buildable small shed. That's nice. Maybe that'll be something we'll work towards. I mean, it looks good. Back to what I was saying, it looks good. I'm not really initially seeing anything that's like throwing me off per se. I mean, I did see that apparently you can talk to some NPCs and everything, and that's freaking awesome. That's making improvements on what we already had to begin with. And you can't ask for more than that. I mean, you really can't. You can, but it's just, it defeats the purpose. So, I mean, by the looks of it, we got wheat that's ready to rock and roll there. I was going to say, it looks like this. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is the canola. Yeah, that canola's ready to rock and roll. Gosh, the one thing I wish I had right out the gate, something that we might make the purchase on. Oh, I hit the wrong button there. Might actually pick up a car to be able to move around a little bit quicker. See, I seen this right away. They have a Skoda in here, they have the International, and then they have the Lizard. They also have almost the entirety of the Antonio Carrera pack in here, I noticed. And they have that little thing. I absolutely loved that thing in the prior iterations of the game. And then they added a bike this time. So apparently they're going to continue with that theme of allowing some of the more fun off-the-wall stuff in here. Which, I mean, I'm here for it. That's awesome. That's going to open up the RP side of this so much more. And then I seen that we not only have a CV Series International, we have that beauty right there. That there is a beautiful cab over. And honestly, we might just actually buy one right out the gate. Oh, and you can get it as just a standard day cab. It's kind of awesome. I'll go and keep it as a sleeper. Got a couple, you have, what, 2 different lengths there, a tandem short and a tandem long. Alright, dual exhaust system. Can do a different intake design. I mean, it's not bad. It's not... I like that. That's actually kind of nice right there. You can have the horns up top or not. I mean, it very much seems like they have gone through and done quite a bit of work. Which, you know what? I'm here for it. I like it. And it kind of gives us some other stuff to kind of work with, and it's kind of nice. It really is. I was going to say, I'm noticing at least you can't really change a whole lot color-wise on this here. Let's say it's only that one that has the slim pickings on it. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll do it. We're gonna need a good truck anyways to get product moved around, and so I mean, yeah, that's something that we got to do. And I noticed instead of having multiple categories now, we have it as drivables, loaders, trailers, and then the individual items themselves. I mean, they have all the yield improvements together, combine systems, grassland management, baling, root crops. I mean, it looks like they have put some more thought into condensing down the UI quite a bit, and I'm just seeing here, I mean, they have the Volvo in it right out the gate. Like, there's a lot that they have brought over from... Wait. They brought in those bunchers and everything. That's nice, too, right there. that changes quite a bit. Almost gonna be like day one. Frickin' forestry work's gonna actually have some stuff to work with right out the gate. That's awesome. I like seeing that. Oh! 3-point pallet lift system right out the gate. Like, I'm digging it. Yeah, horse brush, power washer. I mean, quite a... You know, I'm gonna say this, though. That, honestly, right there, should probably be in the mower section. Just probably. That's just me. Oh, wait. Oh, they have it as the windrow option. Oh. Oh, if we go to Plan Zalanka, I think I know what I might be considering getting. But, I mean, there's quite a bit, and I mean, seeing that they even had the Rigitrack back in here for day one, that's very, very nice. I much rather prefer... Oh, gosh, I can't think of the name of the other one. But the other one was really, really good, too. I'm afraid, though, to frickin' buy one of these chainsaws. I don't want to know right now whether or not it causes the game screen to blur out like it used to. I'm not prepared for that one yet. But, I mean, I'm seeing that they have grapes and olives in-game. I mean, I know we all know they have the rice patty stuff. I seen that. I was excited about that. But like I said, that I'm going to strictly hold for a actual live stream setup. Just because I feel like it's going to be a lot better. And I mean, it's very compact equipment. Very, very compact equipment. Hey, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So, get myself back on track here. I need to pick up a good trailer. Because that little itty-bitty thing that we got right now, that's not going to work out. Now, they even have the trailers split up now, too, and that's kind of nice. And it looks... We have day one changing systems? What does that work? Oh, that's working with the Annaburger trailer. Okay. That's nice. A couple little flatbeds. We got a Profiliner. I mean, looks good. The UI is a lot more condensed now with what I'm seeing. I'm digging it. Makes life a little easier. I don't see the reasoning to have a separate thing for those trailers, though. If you want to send my trailers and you get all of them. I don't see the point in that part. But, besides that, it's not bad. So I think what we're going to do... I'm going to go and pick us up a Load King. The random generation still works when you do the license plate type. I can work with that. That's good. Okay. Then I'm gonna do us this favor right now. The only thing where it's a little weird for me, because I was looking at the menu systems, to be able to sell that little trailer that we have, even though we're only gonna get $3,000 back from it, it actually brings you into the general menu area for your vehicles. It makes sense. It does, but it's a little bit to get used to for that. I have not been around town yet, so there is a chance that stuff is gonna lag for a minute. But, I mean, that sounds good, looks good, like... Oh! There is auto shifting with this as well. Wonder if there's a way to turn that off, because that's a little annoying. That's a little annoying for that. So let's see real quick. Oh. Gotta save real quick. Okay. I gotta see, because that is gonna be a little annoying when I'm meaning to be in a very specific gear for a reason. Especially when it comes to... I'm running ground deformation, I'm running the whole kit and caboodle. I'm even running disasters. Because I'm very excited about the disaster destruction. because that is something literally farmers deal with. That is something that you have to factor in sometimes. And I'm very excited to see that they have that. Now, the only thing I don't know is what menu that's going to be in. I'm assuming that's going to be in here. I haven't even bothered to look at the radio because of the simple fact that I really don't mess with it. I do need to turn that up, though, a little bit more before I forget. Well, oh, there we go. There we go. Good. I actually like to see that they still have that as an option. I don't dig the if you're driving, it's gonna pop it into a specific gear because of your RPM. I don't like that. Now, as a forewarning, I have no clue where this is at. Though, I do like seeing that they have box trucks and everything now, too. That's kind of nice. So, okay, I'm just going to do this. Let's take a look at that map there for a second. So, we're like right smack dab in the middle. And there's a corn maze. Not bad looking corn maze either. A lot more detail to that in comparison to the one from 22. I like that. I dig that a lot. I'm assuming that's either a beehive or I don't know. That's a little concerning to see that there. I don't know why. It makes me a little nervous, making me wonder. It's got to be beehives because there's beehives over on our property too. So, okay, that's not as big of a deal then. See the spots where the ferry is. I mean, I don't think we're gonna use the ferry anytime soon, but who knows? Things could change. All right. So if we go and swing right out of here, we'll frickin' get down to our farm pretty darn quick. So we'll do that. Why not? Go do a little bit of wheat harvest, canola harvest. Get the stuff stored up. Oh. Oh. Well. Swung that a little hard. This truck reminds me too much of the one that I run on American Truckin' Sim. I dig it, though. These older trucks like this, man, I tell you what, they're beautiful things. Honestly, if it weren't for the fact that I know I probably couldn't pass the CDL because of my back and everything, oh boy, that'd really be something there. Get my hands on one of these old girls like this. Ugh. Now, I think... Oh! Yeah. I think that's going to be the other thing I got to turn off here soon. That quick vehicle swap is going to be the death of me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I missed our turn there earlier. Probably not a fantastic idea to have this in a residential area. Oh. Hey, we got school buses? That's kind of cool. More diverse AI driver systems. I dig that. That's awesome. Honestly, it'd be kind of cool to go and see a freaking AI semi-truck driving around that's not actually, like, hired or anything like that. Like, I heard that we have the GPS systems now and everything, and that's fantastic. I just have never used one before on Farm Sim. I've always done the work myself or did the hired hand, but that might honestly change with this. I'll park her on up right here for now. We'll start with the wheat. Why not? You know, what's the worst that could happen? Make sure everything's good here. I did pop that cover open. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. No. I thought we had the ability to climb that trailer-based game. I was actually kind of excited. Though it's nice to see that's a triple hopper. Alright. Especially since this is going to take a minute. Also going to take a minute to get used to the fact of not running some of the trailers that I'm used to running that have headers on them right out the gate. But hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Gotta throw a curveball every now and again to go and keep you on your toes. Though I am curious on one thing before I hit this. What other combines did they add in just for standard combines? Because that is a very good question to know. I know that they had their little golden one that they released for like 99 cents, and I'm not buying that. I just don't have any interest in it. So we got an older Massey, got a little bit newer one. Got the case in here, Class, New Holland, the John Deere stuff. It's not the good John Deere stuff in my opinion. The older stuff's better, but to each their own. I will say though, the other one that I seen that I was very excited about was in the medium tractors. And that's that Agristar right there. I used to work on Deutz motors at my old job that I had. They were more in construction equipment, but I absolutely loved working on them. I loved dealing with them. I actually have a sibling that actually works for Deutz now, which is kind of weird to think. He grew a relationship with a guy out of Chicago, and now there's a facility in our state that they made that's now for the Midwest, and it's nice. I used to love working on those things. Honestly, if it weren't for the fact of everything that I have going on, I'd honestly love to go work for them. They're a really good company. But I absolutely have loved their tractors, just like the Ag Alice's, well, Alice in general, for a long time. So, one of those things would be really nice. Oh, we have straw swath on this one? Okay. See, now, the only thing I don't know is, did they change what drops straw? That's what I want to watch for. Nope, wheat's good. It's okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna frickin' rock and roll this. This shouldn't, honestly be too bad with how small these fields are. It looks like our other field is, already picked. Well, already harvested and whatnot. So that's fine and dandy. That's something we can take care of later. Being in seasons, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I haven't even really looked to see, besides, like, they added a couple things for the greenhouses. They added a couple things for, you know, fruit types and everything. I haven't really, like, tried to keep up on everything that was going on. Like, I kept up on some pieces of information that were pertinent and that were being released by other creators and everything out there. And, I mean, really, besides, like, the couple little odds and ends that I seen, and, like, you know, the one fruit type that they didn't want anyone really realize it was out there during the one testing phase. You know, I kind of wanted to go and keep it spoiler-free as much as I can to make this more interesting for myself. Because this is the thing. End of the day, part of the reason why the Farm Sim 22 for myself kind of fell apart after a certain point was because of a couple different factors between stress at work, changing a schedule, stuff with, and I'm just gonna finally, I mean, I said it earlier, but a situation with my back. It's not ideal. There's a lot still going on. My back's not any better. My back is actually getting worse. You know, I mean, I even have the scenario right now. My Wrangler's still down. Transmission's completely shot. I have a quote for a rebuild now. I just have to get the capital around for that. That's whatever. Bought a $1,000 car, repaired it enough to where I can drive it back and forth to work every day. That way, Mrs. Tag can go and use the other car that I used to normally use, because generally she drove the Wrangler. Honestly, it was a purchase for myself because I've wanted one for a very, very long time, and unfortunately, getting an older one really was not on the docket, because I'm just gonna go and state it. Too many people overvalue what they have. Some people think that they have $1 million item sitting in front of them, and honestly, most people tend to have a turd. That's the nice way to put it. And it's one of those things, I couldn't. There's one older Wrangler that I was looking at to go and do an exchange on my one bike that I have in the shed that I can't ride anymore. Because of my back. I mean, riding a motorcycle is not a good idea. But I didn't do anything with it because of the simple fact the guy was like, well, if it weren't for the fact that I don't have room, I would honestly consider it. And honestly, it was a little disappointing. It would have been nice to have an older Wrangler like that, a little two-door. But it is what it is, and not much I can do about it now. I mean, end of the day, the car that I got, for what I paid for it, is not bad at all. And I mean, it's not bad at all. Like, you don't find $1,000 cars in this current market anymore that are actually worth what they're asking. The worst that this thing had was power steering was shot in it because the pump was destroyed. I mean, bearings were shredded, forbidden glitter all over the engine bay, and frickin' oil everywhere. But, could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. But I mean, I drove it about almost hour and a half, 2 hours home with no power steering. And then literally the last 8th mile home blew the belt, which was caused because of the pump finally letting loose the rest of the way. I mean, it is what it is. It's a $1,000 car. It's got heat. It runs and drives. It's a car from '98 that only has one spot of rust on the entire thing. It sucks getting in and out of it. It really does. I mean, there's some days that I basically just roll out of the car onto the frickin' asphalt at work when I go and get there for work for the day because of the simple fact that it's just easier than me trying to force myself up from that seating position in it. And if it weren't for the fact that it has some weird quirks, honestly, Mrs. Tag would be driving that vehicle. The other car sits a little bit higher, but because of the quirks, last thing I need is for her to be stranded trying to call me when I can't get service where I work. But I can say this, so far, what I'm seeing, it's not bad. Got a little bit of dirt. I mean, obviously we're not going to see the deformation yet. I am seeing some spots where this thing likes to catch. Which, I mean, honestly, kind of interesting. I do notice, though, I have the adjustable headers out the gate. That's kind of nice. Just curious, because I see that... no, that's just how those ones are designed on this one. I thought those, like, folded down or something. Gave it a little bit more working ability, but, that's okay. Honestly, though, compared to 22, say, I mean, I'm running literally the same settings to a T. I was running Ultra on 22. And, I mean, it's, I mean, there's really no comparison. The only thing I'm really noticing, and it's what I'm seeing in that mirror right now, as you're driving, you get a little bit of a flicker every now and again from the straw swath. Which, I mean, you can definitely tell they have a new texture to the straw swath. And I mean, I kind of like it. And I kind of don't at the same time. It's not an unpleasant texture to where it's like weird, but seeing the local farmers around my local area and seeing all the straw swaths and everything else, I mean, I know what it generally looks like for the most part. It's not horrible, but I mean, it is what it is. It's not a bad texture, though. I'll say this, though. I'd very much love to go and get to the point, finally, where Mrs. Tag and myself can finally start homesteading. Because, I mean, I've told her, I'm like, you know, I want to get us like 10 acres. Go through. Set it up, have chickens. Because she's wanting chickens right now. And where we live, it's kind of questionable for me. We have a neighbor down the road from us that just lets their chickens run frickin' wild and free. And I mean, we're a block out of city limits, which, okay, fine and dandy. But when the situation comes into play that they have the rooster running around with the chickens, and that rooster is aggressive as all get out. I mean, it's a concern point. There's little kids that live in the neighborhood. You know, it's one of those things I'm just like, I might not be a parent right now, but if I was a parent, I would have also been concerned seeing that rooster was running around with the chickens. Just for the simple fact of, if my kid wanted to go and pick up that chicken, which, yeah, they shouldn't be. You know, that's something that, you know, they should not be doing. They don't know the chicken. They shouldn't be picking it up. But not everyone's kids are raised that way to where it's like, oh, hey, maybe I shouldn't do this. Especially with, the way the world is nowadays. I'm not going to get into that much more than just that general statement. There's some good things, but there's definitely some things that I just kind of sit there and just go, you know, that's not a good thing, and you guys are just letting that happen. Okay. But, again, that's as far as I'm getting into it. That's a whole nother concern point in itself. That, honestly, I really don't want to deal with. Main reason why, this is escapism for me. Like, I generally do not take time off. Most of my time off is literally for dealing with my back and dealing with issues that Mrs. Tag has, like, later on today. You know, it's one of those things. I'm just like, you know, it doesn't happen often that I get to escape a little bit and do something that I like to do. Let alone something that, you know, I'm super excited for coming out. Like this. I can't tell you how excited I was about this. Like, normal, I bought the, you know, whole year pass and everything, and because I do it every time. I generally buy the season 1 pass with it, so I have the first season right out the gate, and then I genuinely end up buying almost every other pass that comes out. Because when I'm trying to just unwind, I'm trying to relax, this is something that I like to go to. I mean, you have some people that they'll sit there and play Destiny, and they'll play this game and that game and yada yada yada. Fine and dandy for them. That's even coming from someone that used to be a hardcore Call of Duty player that literally, I have 1,000 hours on Modern Warfare 2. I have about 1,000 hours on, oh, what was it? oh, whatever one came out after Cold War. That was the last one that I picked up on, and I have damn near almost 1,000 hours on that. And I used to seriously, like, play it. Like, I was running with matches where I was 30 plus, 40 plus, and only, like, a handful of deaths. Like, it was a time frame in which things were very drastically different. Yeah, do I still have that itch once in a while to go and want to play one of those games? I do. But genuinely, the game had became just so saturated with people that just... I don't like to go for the general, oh, people are cheating conversation. Because there are so many people that do that. That literally just use that as an excuse. And genuinely, yes, there are people that cheat in those games. There 100% is. There's people that'll sit there and claim that a scuff controller is an unfair advantage. Well, I run a scuff controller, but here's the thing. And I have a bunch of buddies that can go and confirm it. Because originally I would only play on controller, and then eventually they convinced me to try mouse and keyboard because my controller had died. And I am not even kidding you. When you go and have the learning curve going from mouse and keyboard to, well, yeah, going to mouse and keyboard from running controller on a game like that for so long, and you still are 25, 30 plus and only a handful of, deaths and everything, it's wild. Because, like, I had a couple buddies tell me, they're like, we honestly thought you were not going to go and perform like that. And I'm like, well, apparently I did, and ever since, I had just used mouse and keyboard for that kind of stuff. And I mean, I was doing shots cross-map with an AK, with a 6 to 12 times scope on it, and it just... After a certain point, it got repetitive. It got boring. And I know there's some people that make that case about Farm Sim. I know that. But there's something different with Farm Sim. Farm Sim is honestly a game that you can sit down, like right now. I'm kind of just chillaxing. This downloaded super quick for me, which is very odd. My internet don't normally download this quick. I mean, I was sitting here this morning, was playing Satisfactory, just kind of waiting, and Mrs. Tag was getting ready for work, and I just go and glanced up at my little second monitor, and I seen that it said install, and I'm like, ooh, it's time to jump on it. It was like 7:40 this morning that Steam put it up there, and I was like, ooh. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And by the time I got all done, and then I had to run Mrs. Tagger phone to work, and grab myself a little drink and whatnot, come back, and it was literally just installing the batch files into it and getting it ready to go. And I mean, I have never had it download that quick for me before, and I'm very happy about that. Because who knows how many people are going to be downloading it literally as I'm speaking right now, as it's only, 10:09 my current time. And it's like, at least I got ahead of the race on that, in case if there's a crash on it. Because that's the only thing that I was really concerned about, was while I was downloading, for some reason Steam crashed because of the, user bandwidth trying to download download the one game all at the same time, and, it's one of those things I very much wanted to play this today. I very much also wanted to stream, but like I said, there's some things in life that are a little more important, and this appointment for Mrs. Tag is very important. So that's the only reason why I'm not streaming, because I know about 1 o'clock she's getting out of work, and we have to be to her appointment at 2:40. And it's a little bit of a drive just to go do it. Hence, I figured it'd be easier to just do this. Kind of mess around a little bit. Kind of get a use for, feel for the controls, figure out what they've updated, what all they added, stuff like that. Oh, look at that. Perfect pass width. Perfect pass width. Go and wrap off this first field. Maybe. Hold up. I think I've seen one little... Yeah. Two little spots. I get it? Yeah, I got it. Lift that head up real quick. Alright. I got the first field done. The only downside, we have no way to handle these bales yet. I'm just now thinking about this. Okay, I guess this is the question here. So now we got telehandlers. I've seen that one that's actually really cool. I think it's that Senbogen? I'll say it's that one that has that little lift up assembly, which I really don't need. Honestly, if anything, that little Merlot is probably more the pace that I need. At $149,000. And the downside is, I'm kind of looking at it. They don't really have the lease, I was hoping maybe they'd add like a lease to own option by release day. A little sad that they didn't, but it is what it is. I mean, I see that they have the Kubota stuff. Yeah, they actually do have the Kubota track, all of them in here, from that Kubota pack. It's not bad. Still, though, I very, very much wanted this. We'll worry about that later. That's a not needed item. I also seen that they have an ag white base game, which I'm kind of excited about. It's kind of odd seeing it. It's the funniest thing too, because I already know Challenger, Ag, White, Alice. It's all underneath the same company brand now, so it's all the same tractor. It's just literally a different paint job. But those older oddball brands, I've just always had a soft spot for them. I digress, though. Still have the Schaffer in here. I mean, they have their forklifts, and of course the one's electric. Not too worried about it. Honestly, that Merlot might be closer to what we kind of need. And the general fact that does have that PTO system still right out the gate, that's kind of nice. But I don't necessarily know that we want that right now. I don't think like any of the other ones have. Yeah, I mean, the other ones really do not have it. Hard decision. Very hard decision. It's just like I need to get a baler. That there, I mean, that there alone is going to be an important item. Oh, they even split them off into square and round baler options. That's nice. I mean, I'm not sure. Not sure on that. I mean, take out just a bigger load and just do that? Nah. Probably not a good idea. Honestly, I'm not sure what direction I want to go for that baling. I really don't. We could go to the small square bales and do the multi-pack, and that'd make things a little easier, but I mean, that's hard. It's a hard decision. I will say, though, I do like the fact that we have, Twine base game. kind of nice. Because it very much have felt like we needed that kind of stuff base game for a very long time. I'm seeing, though, that it is not going to let me run that no plate. Huh. Yeah, I guess the more you know, I guess. I also cannot get that to change. Wait a minute. I see what I did wrong now. There we go. Oh, $22,000 for that piece. This is the only problem I'm running into now. I know eventually we're going to run into the issue of not having funding. That's going to be our number one issue. Yeah, I started myself off on a hard freaking limit. And I mean, I do believe that Otto pulled that 250. Well, no, we started with 250,000. I am seeing though that even the contract system's not bad at all. They have a separate menu for the active ones that you have accepted. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, and now they have requirements. Like, they want round bales, they want square bales for different fields. Like, it's kind of nice. Yeah. Oh, tree removal for deadwood base game. That's kind of nice. That's standard fertilizing. I mean, it's not bad. I also have a couple little harvest contracts, too. That might be something I might actually consider here. Especially having access to certain people that have hoeing. Oh. It's kind of interesting. Rock removal. Oh! They have rock removal day one. That's frickin' awesome. Might just have a general excuse to get a frickin' skidder and a that's kind of cool. General stone picking and even wood transporting. Oh, wow. They really opened up the contract system. That's kind of nice. That got me sidetracked, but that's kind of nice. See, they even have this all broke down, too. The nice thing is, I can actually kind of see where stuff's going. That honestly is not going to be bad to take canola out to them. Rope. I mean, shoot. Oh, this is the one with the wagons on it. Ah. Very nice. Here's the question I want to ask myself. So we could plant canola next month, easy, on those fields, and we'd be ready to rock and roll. Just like the wheat. Wait. They're wanting the wheat planted in September and October along with the barley? It's a little odd. It's not bad, though. Even like the fact that they have instead of having it as a separate thing for the weather, they have it down bottom with the crop calendar. That's kind of nice. Parsnips, green beans, peas, spinach. It's not bad. I do not like the new texture for sorghum. Just stating it. I don't like it. wait. That's a different image of the soybeans compared to the ones on the map. Okay. A little odd, but okay. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, this is pretty nice. It's kind of different. Kind of, you know, I kind of like it. It's a lot more simplistic. It doesn't have as much chaos going on. Now, the question comes into play. This is where it gets hard. I know with what I was seeing earlier, Challenger's worth 26, that John Deere's worth 18. So, I mean, there's not much wiggle room on that there. Though, I'm noticing one thing. The bank is not on the main menu there. Which I find to be really intriguing. Do they have it, like, somewhere in town? I'm assuming it would have to be somewhere in town. I mean, there's a where? What? Oh! I have a pallet shop and everything, too. That's actually really cool. You can actually buy the stuff outside of that freaking menu. So that's kind of cool. Okay, I digress. Back to what I was looking for. They actually have a bank. They have Noah, which is one of the NPCs. I mean, what I can tell, I'm not initially seeing anything. I see where that David guy is. I heard about David. I'm kind of surprised. Assuming Katie's involved with, you know, all that stuff. I do not see how you make payments on that. Or even pull out a loan on that. Huh. That's interesting. That's something I'm going to have to look into down the line and figure out, because I mean, it's a question of what exactly can you do if you run out of money then? I mean, you have your general balance, but you don't have, like, oh, wait a minute. If I had just been a nitwit. Okay. So they have all that in the same, okay. So they have all the financials in one section then. Huh. And it looks like, unless I'm mistaken, it puts the items that you have at the top. Curious to see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there it is. Wow. I mean, I'm just going to do us a favor here. We already have the debt to pay, but stimulate that a little bit before things go sideways with it. Go and drop this off, because the plan is, oh no. Oh. Oh, that's right, ground deformation. I almost forgot about it. Swing this old gal around here. Curious to see what that animation looks like for dumping that. Okay, so it auto-pops that open. It looks about the same as what it used to be. auto closes the cover? Yeah, I'm not a super big fan of that auto closing the cover like that, but is what it is. Now comes the fun part. I gotta angle this just right. Without hitting crap. Oh, there we go. Where we can just pull right on up to it, dump it in, call it a day. I did open that, right? I forget. I'm assuming it looks like it is. We'll go through and get this all harvested up before we go get that baler. Now, here's the next question. With canola, can you actually do straw now? Ah, darn. I was hoping they would have added that. Because, I mean, you can get straw off of canola normally, but that's perfectly fine. It's not a big deal. The only thing I don't know yet, I don't know if I'm going to condense this down. I don't know if I'm just going to go and post it in its entirety with a couple little edits here and there. I don't know necessarily yet. Now I'm realizing one thing. Ah, there it is. There it is. Now I got the strobes. Had to remind myself what the buttons were and everything for it. Okay, hold up for a second. I like the fact that it'll actually keep running until it's fully powered down. Okay, want to see something. Hopefully, it's not going to be an issue me coming over here. But, huh. I was wondering if maybe there was going to be a little secret in there or something. I will say this, though. It is a very beautiful map, just overall. Hopefully I don't get hit. Yeah, I'm not necessarily sure, though. Might post it in its entirety. I might just go through and just say screw it and trim it down a little here, a little there. Just all depends. Just depends on what my mood feels like once I'm all done. What my time frame is. I mean, hopefully it can be something quick and easy, but who knows? Ah! Hold up. Ah! That's cool. Little boat out here and everything. Looks like a little hit and miss engine. Is that a... I don't know. I thought that was almost like a bandsaw attached to it, but now there's a little hit and miss engine in here. Looks like an old generator or an old engine sitting in the back corner. Huh. Sorry, I keep kind of looking around. It's just interesting to see what all they've added now. I mean, there's some stuff I will say already I would have never thought that they would have added. I mean, it's just quite a bit more than what there used to be. A lot better graphics, too. I mean, like, it's nice. I like it. No, there's some people that have been saying out there the whole, oh, it's just FS22 reskinned. I mean, not really. There's an update to the engine. Graphics are better. They added stuff like international base game. Like, that alone, I was very, very excited for. I'm a little bit of an international freaking nerd, let alone, you know, Alice and everything else. But I absolutely love the old international trucks like that. That I was very excited to see day one, let alone the fact that I seen that they had, you know, the little international pickup truck in here too. Honestly, would love to see Studebaker trucks in here. That would be absolutely awesome. But the odds of that happening are probably slim to none unless it's modded in. And that's going to be like way like outside of the normal bounds modded in. But, who knows? We're starting to see more interesting things, more one-off things. They might, if someone actually got the rights to be able to do it, they might allow it to be all platform. Who knows? I mean, I get it. I get why they don't do Ford, why they won't do X, Y, or Z brand. It's part of the reason why I went to PC. Is the fact that you do have quite a bit better mod selection overall to be able to do what you want. I mean, my old series, I mean, I had those internationals that I got my hands on. I got a bunch of the old international tools actually recently that were around that same era as some of those old tractors I was running in the Elk Mountain series. You know, it's just all a matter of what they allow. And I mean, I even had, I want to say it was OK Used Mods, little Awesome Henry V8, which is actually a thing you can do in real life to begin with. They have a company that actually makes adapter plates for that stuff to be able to run the Windsor and the Cleveland in it. And honestly, I've told Mrs. Tag that if I get my hands on a little, Ford tractor like that, one of the 8Ns, there's a very good chance I'm ordering that $2,000 adapter assembly and doing that, because you're opening up your power band quite a bit from the factory power band that you had to begin with the little, what was it, a flat 4 that's in that, typically. Also opens up your reliability window in your parts, because those Clevelands and those motors alone that you could go and put into it, you have a better chance of finding parts for. Because people have the old trucks that stuff came in, that run, and are daily drivers. Small things. Things that I'd love to do once we got a homestead going. The little rinky-dink house that I got right now, a block out of city limits, nah. You can't do that here. You might be able to barely get away with doing chickens. But going through and doing a whole dang homestead, nah, there's no way. We couldn't. Property's not big enough. I barely have enough room for that garden that I put in. Though, on that same note of the garden, learned a very valuable lesson. At least, Mrs. Tag did. My stomach ulcer, I can't actually, eat spicy stuff right now like I normally would. But, Mrs. Tag found out because we were doing some intermittent watering in comparison to continuous watering, so we'd go like one day or something like that, depends on what the weather was like, if it was super hot, stuff like that. And our jalapeno peppers were pretty frickin' hot, apparently. Like, she even made them into jalapeno peppers and everything for herself, and she couldn't even finish them. The niece and nephew of the wife's oldest sister, we actually gave them some peppers because we had a crap ton of them. And even them, which are really into spicy food, they made, and it was a salsa if I remember correctly, they could not handle it. And I'm just like, oh. So what I'm hearing is we grew some really, really spicy peppers to begin with. Let alone the fact that somehow, and I mean, I understand how it happens. I mean, back in, oh, what was it, middle school, like 7th grade, 8th grade, I pulled corn tassels for a summer, so I kind of started to get the understanding of how to breed plants and everything, and so I mean, I know it happens, but we didn't have our jalapeno peppers and our bell peppers that close, and we had some purple peppers that were growing. And somehow, some way, we managed to go through and crossbreed a set of frickin' purple jalapenos. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. You know, I just wasn't expecting it. The wife told me it had a very interesting flavor. That's just like, somehow we managed to accidentally crossbreed one of the white pumpkins with one of the orange pumpkins this year. And I mean, we gave them some decent space. And it's kind of wild. I mean, I know, bees, the whole 9 yards, cross-pollination, it fucking happens. I just thought we had enough space. Apparently we didn't. Now, given the fact of, you know, doing that kind of stuff, and it's been a minute, yeah, it kind of surprised me. Just that moment, oh, I wasn't really expecting to get, you know, a purple jalapeno out of this. Or, as the wife, you know, carved up the white pumpkin for Halloween, she opened up that little white pumpkin, and it literally went white, a little bit of green, and then orange on the inside. And I'm just like, oh. I'm like, that's interesting. And I mean, it was a small little pumpkin. We didn't have good success this year, at least on the pumpkin front, because we did a late transfer. You know, in the middle of, you know, when everyone else was already getting yield off their stuff, we did a late transfer because of everything going on. And it's just one of those things I'm just like, man, that didn't work out exactly the way we wanted it to. But, lessons to learn for next year. Say this, though. It's green onions, man. Gosh, those green onions. I mean, we literally bought a thing of green onions from the store. And the wife decided, oh, hey, I'm just going to go through and see if I can get these to germinate. And, I mean, those things are freaking resilient, man. We had those things that were dang near, oh, what was it? We measured the one, it was at like 4.5 to like 6 inches long on some of them. And I'm just like, holy crap, you know, I've just never seen green onion get that big. And all we did is, those were like the only ones that we kept in the planter boxes on the porch. Because originally we started most of our stuff besides that green onion as just general seedlings. Went through and then put them into those, you know, boxes and everything on the porch, because I had to go and get the PTO fixed on the tractor before I could transfer the stuff. And by the time we could transfer that stuff, you know, we had, you know, plants that were trying to yield stuff but couldn't at that time. Just kind of wild. Now, I will say, hopefully it's still there when I finish this last row, but I think I just seen a deer. And I'm wondering here. There's one thing that I absolutely despised on the last game, and I want to see if it's still an issue. So while this dumps itself out, let's go see. I'm gonna go chase these deer. Chase them towards the farm. I want to see if it runs through the walls again. Alright, deer, let's do this. That way. Okay. Okay, glitch through the fence. And yes, it runs through. Ugh. I know those things are probably going to be hard to code to recognize boundaries of items and stuff like that. But man, I was kind of hoping that we would have had, you know, some kind of change on it. Now, we have our fields all harvested. We got to go through and do that baling. But what I might honestly do... go through and get this all set up. And I'm wondering if it's going to actually let me do it. Because I know sometimes you can get the contract work the way that it, you know, it should. You could get it to do a harvest while you're doing other stuff. So I might actually try that here in a minute after I dump this. If I can get an NPC to run harvest. Yeah, we'll go out to the road. So now we got a little loop around right here. Yeah, semi-horn still sounds the same. Yeah, still standard switching over for control groups. It's not bad. Gosh, I think that's in what, last cell? Yeah. Wait, is that only able to do one type? No. Oh, 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 oh. You gotta be kidding me. This one's only a one type? Oh man. Well. Oh. Got everything out of there. Well, let's see what we can actually do about that. I haven't been to this menu yet at all. Well, I mean, we have some really nice meridian sheds in here. I mean, nice little shack set up. I mean, we have some nice little frickin' barns and everything to start off with. Kinda dig it. Oh. And then they have everything in the separate sections here. Yeah, so that's the ones that we have sitting on the property right now. Should be able to take more than just the one crop. At least I think. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to dump in that canola. Dump in the canola, see if we can get it to do it the other way. Otherwise, I mean, we gotta figure out what we can necessarily do out the gate. So dump wheat, dump wheat. Is it like... Well, apparently my job's gonna get hard. Oh! Yep. I mean, I don't... Yeah, they just have it as that one point on the backside there. I don't understand why it's not cooperating with us. Oh, that's right. Okay. I understand why now. Just me being a nitwit. There we go. Well, crap happens. Could have been worse. There we go. Yeah, we'll park that in there for now. Let's see, do I still got it for backing these things in? I'm not going to be a nitwit here. Been a minute. Oh yeah, I'm off by a country mile. We'll just go like that for now. Just until I get back into the swing of it. Strain it back out just a little bit. I say, it looks pretty nice sitting in there too. Alright, so I guess this is a question. Gotta wait for that to do its thing. Okay. I don't want to go do baling for nobody. If it weren't for the fact I don't have fertilizing set up, I probably would go do those fertilizing contracts. Those things are so just easy to knock out. Okay, what do we have over here? We got wheat. Got canola. Another wheat. Got another canola. So what I... Be a smart aleck here. Field 8. Field 89 for those two. Field 19 way up in the corner for that one. Field 10, which I actually think is like right down the road from us. Yeah, Field 10's literally right down the road. I was going to say, we got in the system right now. Saying, oh, canola. I want to say it was wheat. Right? Yeah, I'm like 99% sure it's wheat. Yeah. So if anything, go take that. Oh, I always get this part mixed up. I don't want to borrow the items. I want to just accept contract. There's another one like right next to where we are. 8. That one's a canola. That's what we could do. Good hit, Field 8. Field 9 also has canola on it. Okay, and we'll see. See if this gets busted on us. This one, field 8, is right around the corner. Take all 3. Okay, here's the question now. Yeah, that's all like right freaking there. 8, 9, and 10, all right down the road. If anything, get him running on 9. If the AI is going to work and do what I want it to do, get the AI running 9 to where it's getting going. We could go through, get the trailer over there. And then from there, I mean, really, we could start bailing that one field. And when this guy finishes with the one canola, run him over here to run the other canola. Knock that out, hit that wheat, and we should be golden. Keyword, should. Now, what is that next to us? I think that's probably one of the new ones, isn't it? Something like that. I'm gonna attach that real quick and we'll take a peek. Yeah, that's peas! Now, I have no clue how this is gonna work out. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if it's not gonna work. I really don't know how this is gonna work out. Okay, so let's do create a job. Create job. Field work. Pick a target location. Pick the rotation. Okay. Start the job. Now, is that active? Trying to see if I can get this guy to do its thing, but can I not get... It's weird. Okay, let's try this again. Great job. Field work. Pick our starting location. Okay. Start job. Oh. Oh, I hit the wrong button there. Okay, give me a second here. There we go. Alright, what you gonna do here? I wanna watch. There we go, okay. We can work with that. A little funky, but I can work with it. Alright, well, we'll get this stage and ready to rock and roll. Either I took that sign out or that bus took that sign out. One of the two. I'm gonna blame it on the bus. I do not want to believe that I was the one to take that sign out. Well, I can't do that the way I used to. I have to fix that in my controller settings. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Myself a little bit more room to work with here. Try to back that thing in. So I'm not going to try to fight looping that thing around in there. What? Okay. I mean, I guess if you're going to get the field done... There's honestly probably an easier way to get this thing in here, but... the level at which I care about that fact is basically none. So let's see here. It's only at 12%. Honestly, I could probably start working on that. Get that other stuff going. Let's go get that baler. Man, how many gears has this Challenger got? Honestly, holy moly. $18 gears. 18 gears in this Challenger. Holy moly. Okay. We have that thing frickin' redlining. That field 10 is going to be super easy to knock out. That's honestly something I might do if I get this baling done quick enough. Forget, this doesn't have a front... yeah. This doesn't have a front PTO on it. Alright. I mean... end of the day, it's not bad. Even that river looks pretty darn good. Now I heard something about them updating the way water acts and everything, and I just haven't seen it yet. I will say, though, the only thing I'm seeing that I'm not digging, the fact that I'm driving along and then all of a sudden my frickin' camera's snapping like it is. Had the same issue on 22 there. I'm assuming it's something on my end. Okay, so it comes preloaded with twine. Which honestly, I should do myself a favor more than likely. Now, can you actually go in the store? Nah, you can't go in the store. Darn. But the store interface is there. I'm gonna do myself one favor, knowing that this is an issue that I have put on myself now. Man, I really don't care what the color of it is. Only downside, I don't know how I'm gonna get it in the bed of the truck, because I'm just saying I might as well and pick up one of these. I don't know how this is gonna go. I mean, one way to find out. No, that's a beautiful truck there. It really is. Ugh. Man. I'm really digging that truck. This is the only downside. Hold up. Wait a minute. Well, nice to see that we have flashlight right out the gate. Here's the main issue that I got. Without leasing something, this is going to be a pain to put in the back of this thing. Okay, I guess this is a question. If I were to get a skidster, they really only have bale spear. Oh, help if I went in the right categories. I mean, really, that's all we got is bale forks right now. Don't know why I was expecting different stuff. That's my bad. But so it's just a matter of, do I prefer to operate a skid steer, or do I prefer to do a telehandler? Front loader I feel like is going to be a bit much. And of course, this one's an electric only. And I'm not going to go and play that game of electric only with that. Because then I have to do the whole getting and putting electric out on the... no, it's not happening. So, I mean... really, our option is, unless we want to do a forklift, doing a skidster. Honestly, I feel a little more comfortable getting the skidster for now. Worst case scenario, I can go out with it. I can go do extracurriculars like find that little rock breaker and go bust up some rocks. Maybe throw a attachment on this and get deadwood out. Might not be a bad idea. Only downside, though, means I also got to get a trailer. I'm just now thinking about that. I don't think any of the trailers we got right now are going to pull behind that truck too good. Little miscellaneous stuff that I just think about after making the purchase. I guess this is the question. I'm assuming we got a miscellaneous tab. Something pretty darn close to it. Yeah. I don't think comes with a cover. I really wonder. There's a way I open that I could frickin' load that in there, but it's hard to figure that piece out. obviously I'm going to want to go in a trailer, and I'm not going to want to drive it all the way back. I'm not going to want to drive it all the way out to go do those jobs. And really, flatbed trailers, we don't got much more of a option on that. Definitely not driving out there with a freaking chrome, profiliner out somewhere. It's like the only thing I'm a little disappointed in is not having a good trailer. But, again, goes into modders. They can do a whole lot more. Oh, they have a box truck option for that? Makes me wonder what you can put in the back of that. Got a steak truck. Standard tipper. Oh, you can do the crew cab. Huh. Well. It's a little late for making the change on that. It's also a nice little truck. Again, doesn't get me to where I need to be. I don't think... Yeah, there's nothing in standard trailers. Auger isn't gonna help me none. So, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to consider a Fleagle. And honestly, if I'm doing the Fleagle, it honestly might just be a better option long term. Oh, to get rid of that truck that I just bought. As much as I want that truck. As much as we lost like $4,000 because of that truck. Might honestly be a better option. At least for now. I'm not going to really fight with it. Ooh. These are pretty quick moving. I mean, I like it. Moves a little quicker. Yeah, there's already a 70% completed on the contract and everything. I mean, shoot. AI keeps going at that rate, we'll have that done in no time. Now, the only thing I don't know... Wait a minute. Is that... Man, I'm really curious to know if that's going to be an active thing where that little gas gauge on the right side is going to go down. At least have the option. I can drop that there. I can hook it up to the backside of the little Challenger here. Open that gate up. Get it on there. Get it ready to rock and roll. Pull it forward a little bit at least. Lower that gear. Alright. Let's get that up on there first. That does not have a connection on the back, so that's going to make my life a little harder loading that last piece down there, but... I mean, I can make this work. It's not an issue. Hopefully, strapping system still works like it used to. Be kind of sad if it don't. See if I can double load that. Make my life a little easier. Oh, we'll pop it down. Reverse 6. Maybe we'll get it on there a little quicker. Honestly, it'd save me an extra trip if this works out. But who knows? Oh, we might get lucky. Who knows? We'll find out later if we can pull a straw off the fields or not. Honestly, it'd be nice if that was base game. But it's whatever Giants decided to put on there. Okay. I might need to reevaluate how this is sitting on there. Because that is going to get in my way. I got an idea, though. Let's back out of that. Strap that in. Let's do something I've done before. Both in-game and real life. And that's not drive the skid steer off. No, 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 no. Gosh darn it. Well. That's gonna make things a little harder. Hey, okay. Let's try something here. Then I gotta go check on that guy down there. I get a feeling he stopped. Well, help if I, line the wheels up first. Just a wee bit. Oh. Okay. Now, do this, so then I got a little bit of extra clearance. Shorten this up a bit. Just gonna say, if this works, I definitely have outdone myself a little bit. Okay, let's try this again. You know what we're gonna start saying around here? Screw the DOT. Don't need to worry about no DOT around here. What DOT don't know, don't hurt them. I mean, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Not 100% better, but a lot better. Alright, let's see how bad this is about to get. Ooh, I landed that just in the right spot. Sweet. Okay, let's go see what's going on with this guy with the combo. Oh! Well, you finished the field. Okay, Junior. I can work with that. You did that in a pretty decent manner by the looks of it. Good. Shoot, I could just move over to the next field then. Makes my life easier. I was gonna say, oh, well, too late. Oh, hopefully we aren't going to have to double load a canola cell in this. Then it's going to be a pain. Oh, dump all the canola out for this. Okay. Grab that trailer, then we'll run to field 9, or yeah, field 8. I meant to say 8. Get them running on that. I don't think they're both going to the same place, though. So that's going to be a little bit of a juggling act to figure out. Just like there's not really a good spot to park for this. So, I guess... let's lower that down. Oh, I was on the wrong thing. That's why I wasn't lowering the header. Alright. Get another AI worker running on this field. Okay, make a selection here. Create job, field work. Pick target location. We'll just go like this and that. Start that job, buddy. Have faith in you. You're actually doing stuff unlike last generation's AI workers. Alright. Hopefully we can get this back to the farm. We have an issue with our buddy over there. And honestly, we might just go run the canola right out the gate. Not sure, though. Figure that part out in a minute. Yep, there's a train. Interesting, it shows there's semi-trucks in the middle of the field when that's not the case. Is what it is. And they're tooling along good. Excellent. Oh, once we get back to the farm, we drop off, well, we gotta drop off, make our lives a lot easier. Yeah, using the same horn sounds. Okay. Honestly, though, for the stuff that have changed, it's good changes. Good quality of life changes. For the other stuff, I mean, some of the stuff I don't feel like needed necessarily change, but it's not a bad change nonetheless. Alright. We'll take a second. Let's figure out where this is going. If I hit the right button, you know, that would have helped me a lot more. I digress. Okay. So, at Farmland 9, which is the one we just did, we're doing the Grain Barge Terminal Uno. Well, guess let's go do that real quick. Not sure if it's going to cause any issues. I don't know. Well, is that other one going to the same? Yeah. Yeah. It's going to the same terminal. Going to the same thing. Can't believe I'm actually going to risk this. Last game we had an issue with it. I'm hoping we don't have an issue with it again. Just let Buddy Boy tool along for now. Woo, buddy, that got a little squirrely. Hit this back down up here. Might help if I unstrapped everything. Oh, there's one thing I gotta see. I want to see if we have actual shelving-based game. If so, that's going to make my organization just work out so much better. I cannot stand it when I can't organize my stuff. Factories, cows, fences, sculpting. So, I'm assuming lights, others. I don't know if those actually work for those. I mean, at least appreciate where they're actually putting on here that, you know, certain things are actual assembled items, certain things are, purely decorational. Hopefully these ones where they're like, hey, you can store vehicles and tools in here is, correct. That it's actually functional and not, decorational, described as a functional. But who knows? I'm not real willing to risk that money just yet. Oh, the only downside, not seeing anything for shelving. I have quite a few different styles of fences. I kind of appreciate that. But no, no shelves or wall-mounted lights. That's a shame. Oh, they actually have this stuff sorted out. It's kind of nice. I was gonna say, it looks like we have one of those 33 hives. And they actually have a spawner location for that now in comparison to just spawning it next to it. I mean, I'll give it this. It's not bad. Do I wish certain things were done a little differently for certain things? I do. But for what it is, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So, guess game plan is, what is that setting at for 54%? Might want to actually consider that notion of getting that semi-truck over there and emptying them. Keeping fifth gear. Maybe popper in sixth and see if I can catch up. So I can frickin' just run grain cart on this. I know it's going to get dangerous here soon where this will start sinking, but... oh. You can definitely tell that they have put some work into this one piece when it comes to actual terrain. Woo, buddy. Hey, buddy, 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 buddy. Hey, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. There we go. There we go, buddy. That's totally in the wrong fucking one, but... I guess it works. Alright. Pull this off to the side for now. Let him go do his thing. Get that fired up so it's ready to rock and roll once I unload this. Alright. Gotta dance on the trailer a little bit. Oh, there we go. Get that lined up. Boom. There we go. There we go. guess what I'll do, at least until that stuff becomes available for everybody. So I'm actually really disappointed we don't have shelves and stuff like that base game right now. Shelves in the big bag unit alone as it is at least made things a little easier for myself. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We're not gonna be able to pick that up? Hold up. You used to be able to pick these up with a fork. You had to line it up just right. Ah, no, you still can't. Sweet. Who needs a big bag hook when you got forks? Forks work just as fine. Best part is you can actually readjust this a little bit more once you actually kind of have it in the general area you want it. Boom, just like that. Golden. Nice part is because of how small this thing is. As long as, I don't run into the side of the dang barn, I can park this in the little cubby hole here. Oh, tucked up, out of the way, nice and clean like. At least as clean as it can be. Oh. Well. Okay, found one other thing I really wish they would have fixed. Your exit point being like it is for an actual skid steer. Going out the frickin' front door instead of the right. There we go. That works. Drop that down. Alright. Unfold it. Just tool along and pick all this up. Don't get me wrong, I got the Mac Down pack, but I really don't feel like using that right now. I'm just trying to get a feel for what's going on. Figure out what they did, what changes. There's no reason why to bust out the big gun stuff like that yet. Definitely gonna have to run back around this field again. Because boy, oh boy, am I missing some stuff. At least with this straw, I can take my time and I can knock it out. It's not an issue. Not like those contracts. It looks like they actually have an hour expiration on them, it looked like. This is what it looked like. I don't know if that's accurate, but... $360 wage payment. It's not bad to actually get this other stuff done. So, okay, I gotta see something here. Oh, we have bail counter on it? Where they, throw that information at? Oh. Right where it used to be. Okay. It's kind of nice that we still have the bail counter. Makes it quite a bit easier. I mean, dang. When you turn on that cabin suspension, you definitely can tell that you have it on. It's already at 43% harvested over there. Like, this is going pretty smooth. going pretty darn smooth. And if anything, we can go through and plow our fields and seed them. Oh, we probably need to lime them. Maybe. We might not be able to lime them this go around, though. Not having all the extra fundage, and I don't want to go and see what the cap is on that there loan system. I imagine it's probably the same 500,000. Who knows? I mean, besides Giants. And, you know, people that got the game last week around Friday. Not like I'm going to bother nobody about asking that kind of stupid question that I could probably answer myself here in a little bit. Again, goes back to it's not that bad. It really isn't. I mean, textures are pretty nice in cabins and everything. Like, it's nice. Get some of these companies that they just, you know, skimp on stuff and don't do things, and you know, it just brings down the player base. Yeah, you get like communities like this where it's like, oh yeah, we have modders that, you know, they're doing this and doing that and make this and make that. There's nothing wrong with that. When you have some game companies that they literally only give you like basic little pieces and tell you, okay, your modding community is your only way to advance certain things now. Like certain companies out there of certain games that I've played before. You know, it kind of gets old. It puts a lot of stress on some people. We have quite a few good modders in this community, though. There very much is. And unlike some, you know, modders out there, you know, some of them are legit people. They're really down to earth. They actually go through and, like, take the time and in a lot of cases listen to their, you know, player base that they're making stuff for and catering to try to make the experience better for people. Like, I remember, oh shoot, I'd have to go digging in probably the archives, but I remember when FS22 came out, there's one thing that I had been disappointed that 19 didn't have. And I actually was, you know, messing around and trying to make one. And I have the Blender file for it and everything. Basically, it was a unit that mounted to the back end of a trailer, a semi-truck, that resulted in, you know, being able to pick up stuff and put it on your trailer and then go and turn around and put the forklift on the back of your truck. It took them a long time, and I in a serious sense, I ended up sending that in. Shoot, what was that? I think it was like third week, fourth week, or something like that. That 22 came out, and I seen that they came out with one for 22 towards the end. I was really excited about it. I'm kind of hoping that they're going to bring that back for 25 because it's a really good piece. And it's nice because you have the option, because Powellfinger's already in this game. You know, it makes things a lot easier to actually have a branded piece like that, because Powellfinger is known for making, I don't want to call it oddball things, but some stuff like that that's used for lifting stuff and, you know, transporting things. It made things a lot easier. Now, I will say the one that I've been working on for 22, and I mean, Hopefully the blender file will still work. Because I had it, what was it, about 75% of the way done? Something like that. You know, it's a work in progress. You do a little bit here, a little bit there. Kind of goes back to, I mean, I really was burning myself out there. Overdoing a lot of stuff. Doing some stuff like that where it's like, yeah, maybe, just maybe, I shouldn't be trying to tinker with that kind of stuff. Yet again, I want to. Because it's fun to tinker with that kind of stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I actually get anywhere near touching that again to see if maybe I can make that work for 25 here. Especially, it was one of the Palfinger forklifts that had the long extension to reach out further. So it kind of was beneficial. I should probably wait, actually. Wait for it to make this loop around. Go from there. Oh, they have a little mail truck, too! Ah. Alright, well, I'll wait for that for a second. I'm gonna go check on the puppy. It sounded like he just got upset. You okay out here, buddy? Was that just a yawn? Okay. I'll let you lay back down. Yeah, I think my screen's a little distorted. Looking at that map a little bit better now. Doesn't help when you have a 30-inch curved monitor. Get into weird resolutions and stuff like that. It makes things a little harder. I forgot to disconnect that from him. Whoops. Okay, buddy. We're gonna go like this. I'm gonna grain cart this with a semi-truck. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't go so quick now. Oh. Well, I accidentally blocked him. Whoops. Oh. Just trying to keep up with him, but trying not to outpace him here. There we go. First gear. First gear is my gear if I want a frickin' grain cart with this thing. Okay. Alright, let's finish cleaning that thing out there. Oh, are we done? Oh, well. That wasn't ideal, now was it? Oh, dang. Soon enough, this field will be done. Then we can move on to the next piece. Deliver all that canola, keep whatever remainder we can have, whatever they'll allow. Tell you what, though, it gets dark pretty quick on the game. I'm just worried here looking at this now. It's telling us that we got 5 hours to complete those contracts, and field 10 is going to be the pain. So the moment that combine is done, we need to dump that thing. We need to go and have that thing already working on freaking field 10 like 2 hours ago. Because this is getting down to the wire. Getting down to the wire where we might not have enough time to do anything with it. I might not be able to take the time to find out whether or not there's straw. I can do the straw thing or not, and I really don't want to sit here and mess with the time scaling. Because that I don't feel like is right, because I've been running 5x the entire time so far. Just because I'm getting down onto a time crunch don't mean, you know, I should be going through and modifying that last second. We're gonna have to go and pick up a bale collector and everything for these two. And we're gonna have to finish cleaning up this field too. Boy, oh boy, is there a lot of just odds and ends straw just left everywhere. Well, apparently we got a bale at upright tension there. Gonna pick that up there. Oh, well, went a little too quick. Try that one more time. That last little bit. That was right there. That's surrounded by like 4 bales. This is what I get for getting a baby baler. Little baby bales. Eh. You know, though, I wonder. We still handle these by hand. Ah, we can. We can handle these by hand still. Nice. That'll make our life a lot easier. Yeah, let's swing it this way. Yeah, I'm gonna need to be ready to rock and roll here soon. On 2 different, well, one front right now, and soon enough on 2 different fronts. He's almost at 80% on field 8, and then it's already 11:44. Oh. Well, whoever ends up watching this, if you end up watching it, might as well just say thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not anywhere near done yet, but like I had said back in when I was doing the Elk Mountain series and everything on 22, you know, it's a lot. It is a lot to sit here and make that decision to record. You know, talking with some people that, well, one person in particular that did it in the past, you know, very much appreciate him responding, because he didn't have to do that. He nowhere near had to do that. Kind of fell off the map there for a while, and had way too much going on the other side of the screen here in comparison to being able to do, you know, this kind of stuff. But with winter coming around and not being able to do a ton of stuff just because of the weather, generally, and the issues with my back, cold's really going to go and do a number on me. So I imagine we'll be seeing some more videos coming up here and there during the winter. Might be more than just Farm Sim, I'm not sure yet. You know, I have been messing around with certain little recording software that I have, kind of playing around a little bit. Got all the stuff built up for the live streaming stuff for the most part, besides a couple odds and ends that I personally want to get, but is not a complete necessity. But we'll eventually get that stuff sorted out. And in an earnest sense, the whole conversation about wanting to set up an actual schedule and everything, that's actually still on the table. Well, exactly what we're going to do, I'm not 100% sure yet. I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, it really just comes down to what the time allows and what my health allows and what my appointments that I have to go deal with allow. Oh. Oh, shoot. Okay. I think that combine... Yeah, that combine's just starting to wrap up. Oh, I couldn't have asked for perfect timing on that. Let's loop around this here. Oh boy. Oh, note to self, that can apparently fit up underneath this trailer. Would not have known otherwise. No, let's fill up that first cell as much as it'll let me. Up until it won't let me fill it no more. Okay, very rear sector. That's going to be that field 8. That midsection is going to be field 9. Want to see... Yeah. So that is actively counting down as we speak. So... let's get that over that field now and get this worker working like ASAP. Like, I'm not even bothering disconnecting this thing. We'll just freaking rock and roll it like this. It says we have 4 hours remaining to complete that field. So we have until midnight to complete this contract. Didn't mean to hit that button. I'll mess around with the radio on my own time later on. Okay, drop this trailer off here. Gonna get this guy past that, and then I'm gonna frickin' rock and roll that. I'm not even gonna worry about straw swath. Okay, get in, sweep those two little spots. Snag it up past that trailer there, and then let AI take it over from there. Hopefully the AI will get this field done in time. It should. It's not a horrible field to work with, but still, my luck. I don't wanna push this more than I have to. Get him positioned. Okay. Get that job running. There we go. Just let that boy cook. Okay. We are running this all the way down there for that one. Is that both of those, right? Yeah, those are both of those. So, okay, I gotta go and cut all the way through town, follow it all the way down through town. Okay. Okay, we're cooking. Gotta get this thing cooking and get this thing rolling ASAP. Goes back to the rule. We don't care about no DOT, and we aren't caring about no speed limit at this exact moment right now. We're just gonna haul this thing as fast as it will let us go. Knocked out the stop sign. Well, is what it is. Maybe that's something I'll go and throw up. I know other people do it, but it'd be funny to have a crash counter. Or set up a dollar amount that every sign that I hit costs. Have a random D20 roll if I hit a car for how much money I lose. That'd actually be kind of fun thinking about that. Either that or I don't know. Well, I'll figure out something. I feel like that'd be a fun little twist to throw into this. Figure it out later, though. Right now, we're trying to boot scoot boogie this thing all the way down to that barge before it's too late. Alrighty. Got that pedal all the way down to the floor. Now, I don't know why that cruise control goes up to 80 some odd. This thing barely can hit 50. I have to readjust the sensitivity that I did for that stick overall. That stick's super, super sensitive. Oh, 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 oh. We don't care about no DOT. Hopefully, this is a bridge I technically can drive. Whoa! Homeboy just overtook us. Holy shit! Ah, there's a fence. He straight just overtook us on that. Holy crap. That's interesting to know now. Assume that's drop off right there. Okay, far back one was the first one. Yeah, we're on tip back first. Man, I just dumped all of it out. Dang. Okay. Back that up, so... Oh. I can dump mid. Oh, there we go. So, okay, let's go and complete that first contract there. Sweet! Start dumping for the second. Okay, we only got one section left. Well, looks like you get a little extra off of it. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Gonna keep that little extra bit of canola there. Put it with ours. And when we gonna make a big sale of canola here, eventually, we're gonna have quite a bit going turn on in. I know 2,000 liters is not going to be a big dent or a big amount, but better than nothing. Okay, question is, my best route to get back to the farm would literally be the same way that I came. Alright. And there's a train coming. And again, didn't take a big enough swipe to clear that. Oi. There we go. That was a big enough swipe. Alright, let's boot scoot boogie this thing back. Try to get over there before that thing finishes. Bring that thing up. Come on. There we go. We're finally cooking with something. 50% completed with the contract. That's good at least. Haven't got any warning yet of them being full or close to being full. Oh, I did have my lights on. They're just that dim. Limit out 50, 52 mile an hour on this is kind of sad, though. Oh, buddy, here we go. Whoa, did not like that snapping when it did. Alright, Looks like he is quarter way in. Okay. Yeah, I'll cut that corner. Screw it. That field's nothing but weeds now. Holy crap. Left the area for like 5 minutes. Literally. Left for 5 minutes and it got overtook by weeds. Wow. That, pretty quick turnaround on weed production there, apparently. Thank goodness weeds don't grow that quick. I'd honestly be freaking outraged. Just in general, that's, whew. That was quite a bit. Now I wonder how much canola we got now. Honestly, I wish there was like a little mill production that I could throw on the frickin' farm there, but got a little mill out there to go and make my own flour, sell it at the little stand out there. That wouldn't be too bad. Okay, I just gotta see now. Okay, so they already did a pat. Oh. So, Buddy's almost done. I'll hop in. Oh, he's at like 93%, 94%. Oh boy. Let's get back in that for a second there. No, come on. Hey, don't spin yet. This guy. Can I pause him? Okay, cancel job. That works. Honestly, we might get that done in time. Got 3 hours left. Deadwood's 54-hour wait time on that. Might not be bad, consider that notion. All these harvest contracts, though, are pretty much SOL. Not going to be able to get them. That rock removal, though, on the other hand, might not be a bad one to go and take up. Got like 51 hours on it. Give or take. I'll take it. 50 some odd hours, that's not bad. Honestly, I'll just finish up this pass here. Make my life a whole lot easier. This spun around, get that last pull here. Honestly, I might do something. Something I wasn't considering. Might actually have the AI drive the semi-truck all the way out to the sale point. See how they do. Because I accidentally turned that on. And, if for some reason it'll actually let me pull that, that'd be kind of cool. I doubt it. But it'd be kind of cool nonetheless. Oh, and we got the ending of the row. Sweet. So pretty much for the moment, that's end of harvest contracts right now, and end of harvest on my fields. At least until next day in game. Because we only have a handful of hours left for completion on this. Okay, where is it exactly I'm going with that? Wasn't that... yeah. Create a job. Deliver. What is that there? Oh gosh, dang it. Deliver to farmer's market. Okay. Actually, here. Oh. I'll try it. Why not? Going on. Driving to unloading station. Oh, there it goes. See how it does. Let's get that Challenger real quick. And let's do this real quick. Unload that baler. See if I can pick up that field real quick. If I can, that'd be nice. Base game, being able to pick up straw like that. We'll see. Be nice. Future sense. Know that we can pick up straw and everything. Make a little extra money. Especially given the fact of knocking out signs and stuff. I'm gonna have to wrap this up here soon. Unfortunately, it's already 12. Well, let's see. And the verdict says, no, you cannot. Okay. It's worth a shot nonetheless. I'm just not thinking about this, though. I'm having that deliver that to the delivery point. That's, it's gonna unload, like, the whole dang thing into it, isn't it? I really hope that's not the case. Well, let's get the combine back to the farm. We'll figure out whether or not that's gonna sell the whole thing or not. And if anything, I'll wrap it up there. Probably be a good ending point for this. That way I can go through, eat some lunch before we have to go do her appointment. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if I'm just going to go and cut this up a little bit, speed it up in some places. Just say screw it, put it all together for the couple odds and ends that need to be added to it. And then go through and do the, uh-oh. Well, we'll find out what they're blocked by here in a minute once I get this to the farm. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what I do. This all depends on what type of mood I'm in. And this jackwagon was just starting to overtake us. Come on now, man. Thinking about it now, I'm probably going to have to cut that one piece out, or at least blurb it. Why did I do that to myself? Making my job harder. It is what it is, I guess. Honestly, I think this is part of the reason why I don't think I could ever go and become a Giants partner. Just simple fact, I am a very, very unfiltered person. Sometimes that filter just pops off, and boy oh boy, when it does, it pops off in royal fashion. Yeah, let's back this on in there. There we go. Back in, they're all nice and clean. Oh, what the... Where is it? But, well, okay, Cancel job. You gotta be kidding me, right? Oh boy. Boy. I do not think I'm relying on the AI to drive like that again. That was a very sad state of affairs there. Why he didn't take the main roads beyond me. Let's just slam into this person's house. Why not? Well, sell what well, let it take what it's gonna need. Sell the rest of it. Why not? Okay, let's complete that contract out. Alright. I gotta go use the restroom for a minute. I want to go look at something. Just give me just a moment. Alright. I want to go look at one thing real quick before I end this. Oh, before I get that back to the farm and then end this. This looks like we're right next to the thing. Oh, it's a sunflower field. And a ball. Oh. Is this a ball-based puzzle? Where we have to put the ball in a very particular spot? This is this way, this way. I'm really curious to know exactly what these ball puzzles are. I have to get it to the scarecrow? Get it to the exit? Huh. So just finding out that there's a scarecrow and the, oh, there's a carriage. I just find out there's a ball and a scarecrow in the attic and a ball and a scarecrow out here. It's not a little one either. It's a massive one. Eh. that's kind of cool. Eh, use that as the thumbnail. Why not? I think that's a good enough angle. Alright, let's get this back. Maybe I'll mess around with that one in the attic before I finish this. And, next video we can worry about doing the, rack break-in. Maybe we'll look into seeding that field. Maybe we'll do that Deadwood mission, maybe. Not sure. So wait a minute, wait. Left. Let's get back to the farm real quick. Oh. Kind of a sharp turn there. Yeah, I thought that was a semi truck for a second behind us, not a little UPS truck. Curious what that is down that way. We'll have to take a look another day. Again, goes to, I don't want to go and get too far ahead of myself and ruin surprises for myself. Genuinely, I actually like kind of being surprised on this and not knowing exactly what's on here yet. Part of the reason why I don't want to... Ooh, excuse me. I want to look up what that ball puzzle is. I'll say though, the only downside to us getting that rock drill and all that other jazz is that's more money out of our pocket. It opens up our possibility a little bit of what we can make a little bit of money on, but there's only so much you can make on that stuff. I mean, 4 rocks, we're getting $2,000. And I don't know if you're going to be able to collect the rocks after the fact or not yet. That's going to be the next question. Alright. Alright. Last piece. Let's figure out this ball puzzle. Got enough time. Let's see exactly what this is now. I'm assuming it's a puzzle. Keyword. Assuming. I'm assuming... Oh, we can pick this up. Oh, that makes the thing a little bit easier, I guess. Okay, it's nothing to do with the Scarecrow. Not gonna assume they're having us chuck it out the window. Well, unless I gotta get it to that other side here. I don't know what it is. I thought it was either to the Scarecrow or get it to the window. Apparently that's not the case. Well, I'll figure that out another time. As this is going to have to be the end of the episode. Well, I want to thank you guys for, tagging along, watching. You know, it's been a long road to get back on exactly to doing this kind of stuff again, and it's been a task, to say the least. But hopefully, I'll be able to come out with videos a little bit more, live stream here and there a little bit. Kind of go from there, I suppose, though. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. And that will do it for that video. Again, I want to thank you guys very much for joining back in. Like I said, I know it's been a long time. There's been a lot going on my end. So I understand, if people aren't coming back immediately and whatnot, that's perfectly fine. I understand. But if you did watch all the way through on this, I greatly appreciate it. The game plan is here when we do our company shutdown in December. I will be going through and testing that stream setup. There's a couple other things that I ran into that on the streaming end I needed to go and get a couple things corrected before I could kind of go through and do anything with that. So we'll be doing temporary videos kind of like this here and there for now up until December, and I'm hoping we can start getting on a schedule in December into January to at least do one live stream at least a week if it's possible. We'll see. I have to piece things together and see how things are going to work out before I can make any guarantees on that front. So I just want to say again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.